Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of Pan TheOrganizer. So today we have a battle of 3 products, a torture test or chemical resistance test that you guys heavily requested. So recently I've been reviewing a few graphene based products and we had the 303 Graphene Spray Coating and you guys asked me to test this against the Adams Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating. So we're going to do that, and you also requested that I test the 303 against the Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine, the updated formula. So I said, why not put all 3 in the same video? So it's going to be jam-packed. We're going to show you the application of each product. We're going to let them cure if curing is needed. And then we're going to go ahead and do a torture test with a bunch of chemicals that you guys can quickly see here. So we have bug removers, we have mineral deposit removers, tar removers, wheel cleaners with iron removers built in. We have a multi-purpose, all-purpose cleaner and degreaser. And we have a killer at the end if they still can resist this. So it's going to be a jam-packed episode, guys. I know you've been wanting to see this. So today is that day. Let's go ahead and start the show. So hey guys, I'm Pan, welcome to the show. I hope you guys are having a great day, so let's dig right into it. But before we do so, if you want to continue to learn more about car detailing, so all the products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques, make sure that you hit the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos, and hit the bell icon, and that's for you to be notified every time I upload a new video to YouTube. So today, you guys heavily requested that I do a versus battle of 3 popular products or paint protectants. By the way guys, don't worry, I'll include the links to all the products and tools in the description under the video for you guys to check them out, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. So recently the craze is all about graphene coatings or graphene based coatings. Most of them right now currently use graphene oxide, but more of that in discussions that I have on my channel with a few chemists. So go ahead and check that out. But basically the contenders, once again, the first one is 303 Graphene Nano Spray Coating. So this one promises up to 1 year of protection. Very easy to apply, can be applied on top of existing waxes, paint sealants, or ceramic coatings. Almost no preparation is needed. You just wash your car, you dry it, and then you apply it. We're looking at 15.5 fluid ounces or 458 milliliters. And at the time of this recording, this is roughly 20 bucks. So great value. We're going to be talking about the price also. Next up, we have a crazy contender that's been winning a lot of these chemical resistance tests over time online. I'm sure you've seen many of them, and that's the Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine, a synthetic spray sealant. This is the new updated formula with UV protection. It also has SiO2 or ceramic components inside. This promises 5 to 6 months of real-world durability. This, well, is very easy to apply as well, because that's the whole point. This one here comes in a 16 fluid ounce bottle or 473 milliliters, and at the time of this recording hovers anywhere from 8 to 10 bucks. So this is the less expensive product of the bunch, so the best value. And last but not least, we have the Adams Polishes Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating. So this one here, well, has to be applied on a virgin clear coat. So you have to prep your paint very well, or it can be applied over existing ceramic coatings. This one here, the bottle is 12 fluid ounces or 355 milliliters. And at the time of this recording is on special, I think for like 29 bucks, but usually hovers between $29 and $35. So is the most expensive product of the bunch. A cool thing about this one, it has UV tracing technology. So once you apply it and buff it off, you can use a UV light, and you're going to see that in the video, to make sure that you didn't forget any spots. So I think that's a very good innovation. All 3 products are good. This one here promises 1+ year of protection. So we're going to see as time goes, because obviously this is a new product to market, but 1+ year of protection. And for those of you who are curious, basically it's the same raw ingredients as the full-blown graphene ceramic coating from Adams. This one here is way more expensive. However, they promise up to 7 years of protection. So the difference is, again, same raw materials, just in a higher concentration in this bottle. So we're going to show you the application. We have a test vehicle today. I always like to use daily drivers. This one here is pretty neglected. So the whole point was not to make a museum finish, but basically we went ahead and prepped the entire surface of this hood for the application, which I split in 3. And the steps that I performed were to wash the vehicle, of course, to make it clean. We then used a chemical decontamination step, so an iron remover, to remove any iron contamination and brake dust from the surface. We then moved on to a mechanical decontamination step with a clay towel and clay lubricant to remove any further embedded contamination from the surface to make the surface slick. We then moved on to machine polishing, so a one-step polish using 3D1 and a Buff and Shine Eurofiber pad, microfiber pad. So to do a quick polish to remove any light scratches or hazing or oxidation that might be on there to have a level playing surface. And then we went ahead, of course, and did an IPA with a paint prep. So we used Geon Prep, so an alcohol-based prep to remove any polishing oils and residue. And now the paint is squeaky clean. And of course, we did a water test before to make sure all the protection that might have been on there is removed. And as you can tell, the water is very slow to sheet off and there's no water beading. So there's no protection on there. We're working with virgin clear coat because we're trying to be as scientific as possible in this test, as much as we can be. I still like to use real world conditions, as you see. So this is a test vehicle, a real world vehicle that's used every day, daily driver. Now, we're going to apply each product onto the sections. So what we're going to start with is the 303 Graphene Nano Spray Coating. So first of all, always shake your chemicals, guys, before you use them. That is key. Today, we're working at roughly 22 degrees Celsius, which I think is 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Correct me if I'm wrong, but these are optimal conditions. So I'm working in a controlled environment and we have 45% humidity. Always work in a well-ventilated space as well, and wear gloves, guys. You don't want any chemicals touching your skin. And if need be, if you can't work in a well-ventilated space, well, maybe eye protection and a mask also to help. So shake your products well. Always follow the directions. Very important. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to quickly go through them. So in the case of 303, we're spraying onto a microfiber applicator or a microfiber towel. We apply onto the surface in a crisscross pattern to ensure proper coverage. And after the application, allow the product to cure to a white haze and buff off with a clean microfiber towel. This product does not need any curing time once it's buffed off. So that's a cool thing for those of you for whom it's important. So for each product, we're going to try and do the same. We're going to 2 or 3 sprays on the applicators. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to apply to the test panel. All 3 of them, guys, I've been testing, of course, long-term. So stay tuned for long-term durability results, but they're all very, very easy to apply. They all give you great results: slickness, water beading, water sheeting, UV protection. You're protecting your car against the elements. You get the hydrophobic properties, meaning water beading and water sheeting. So we're going to let that one cure to a white haze, which we can already see starting. So we'll be back for that. We're going to move on to the Adams Graphene Spray Coating. So this one we're going to apply to the far end over here. So the instructions say to basically spray this on a microfiber applicator or a microfiber towel. You're going to wipe the product onto the paint, allowing the surface to be fully covered. Then you're going to allow the product to cure for roughly 1 to 2 minutes. The product will look like rainbow slicks on the surface. So it's basically going to flash to a rainbow type color, meaning that the carriers are evaporating, and it's going to tell you that it's a visual indicator time to buff off or level the coating. It's going to look like an oil slick on water. I'm sure you're going to see this. And this product, though, needs 4 hours to cure before exposure to the elements, water, rain, and all that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead. Once again, we're shaking the bottle very, very well for all the products, and we're going to go ahead and do 1, 2, 3 sprays of the product. They all apply super easy. Paint protection technology, guys, has come to such a high degree now. Again, we're going to do a cross hash pattern. So up and down and left to right movement. So we're trying to apply the same amounts and use the same application methods for all 3 products. You can already tell, hopefully the angle of the camera can see this, maybe move around, but you're going to see the oil slick on water finish that we have here. And then last but not least, we have a classic in these chemical resistance battles because it resists pretty much everything you throw at it and the kitchen sink. This has taken down Titans and is very, very inexpensive. By the way, this is not a sponsored video, so nobody was paid here to do this video for obvious reasons. We have 3 competitors that we're putting up one against each other. So just to make that clear. So for the instructions on this one, again, pretty simple. Don't overuse seal and shine. So very few sprays. They call for 1 to 2 sprays per panel max. In this case, because you don't want any high spots. In this case, so you're going to spray the product onto a microfiber towel or a microfiber applicator. You're going to spread and wipe with a clean folded cloth or pad, and then use a separate microfiber cloth to buff off and remove. And that's pretty much it. There is no curing time needed for this product, so another advantage. So let's do the same. First of all, shake the chemical to make sure everything is properly distributed. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3 as well. And we're going to apply this to the center part of the hood. And timing is going to be perfect because the other 2 products are almost ready to buff off. So of the 3, if that matters to you guys, this one smells the best. They updated the scent in the new formulation. The other 2 smell kind of that strong chemical smell. So just keep that in mind. So we're going to use 3 separate towels to start buffing off these coatings. So we're going to first start with the 303. Hopefully, come and see here on Zoom. I hope you can see this. This is what we're talking about when we say a white haze. Hopefully this comes off well on camera. And then you buff off. So if you did a good job of prepping your surface, look at this. It comes off super easy. So the advantage that I found with graphene-based coatings is also the longer work time. You don't have to worry about the curing time and high spots as much as you would with traditional ceramic coatings. So this one here is fully buffed off, or leveled, we should say. This is just to ensure that there are no high spots and that we leveled the product correctly. Then we're going to move on to the Adams Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating. Again, you look for that oil slick on water. Look, and when it starts to dissipate, well, that's when you know that it's time to level the coating and to buff it off. Just like so. Another very easy to remove product. Of course, it always helps when you work in a controlled environment. Always work in the shade, guys, in a garage if possible, and on a cool surface. If you have to work outside, no problem. Just pick a time of day where you're later in the day when the sun is not at its brightest, or very early in the morning, and work in the shade again and on a cool surface. And last but not least, we're going to buff off the seal and shine. So with this product, if you ever get streakiness, that's probably because you over applied. I read the comments often. So as you can see here, absolutely no problems. But if you do get a bit of hazing, what you do is take a damp microfiber towel, just wet with a bit of water, and you rub it on the paint gently and lightly, and that's it. You'll be good to go. So all 3 products were applied. We're going to let roughly 4 hours pass by because the Adams Graphene Ceramic Spray Coating needs 4 hours of curing time. So to be fair for all, we're going to let that pass. We're going to let 4 hours go before we come back for the chemical torture tests. But the seal and shine, no curing time needed. And the 303 Graphene Nano Spray Coating doesn't need any curing time as well. The cool thing, as I said, and we're going to have a look with the UV light. For the Adams, there is a UV tracer technology inside. So when you flash this on there, you can see if you did an even application, because you can see the UV reaction with the UV reactive components inside the coating. So I don't know if you can see this on camera, but we see that we did an even application. So that is pretty awesome. I can see that we didn't miss any spots while applying. So I think that's a great innovation, and many companies should come out with that because it removes the guesswork of did you apply evenly and correctly. Okay guys, so we'll be back in 4 hours to do the chemical resistance tests. All right guys, so it's been over 4 hours. So the Adams has had the time to fully cure because they requested 4 hours. And just as a reminder, seal and shine doesn't need any curing time, and the 303 Graphene Nano Spray Coating does not need any curing time as well. So what we're gonna do first, I wanna do a subjective slickness test. Because I'm wearing gloves, I'm actually gonna ask my girlfriend Isabel. Let's have another opinion here. So Isabel, touch the surface of each one and you let us know which one you feel is the slickest. It's always nice to have a woman's opinion. Why not, guys? So they all, by the way, are very, very slick to the touch. Oh, she already pointed. Is that your top pick, the center? This one here? All right, so that's Seal and Shine in first place. Number 2, that would be the 303. And the third one is the Adams Graphene Ceramic Coating. So, yep, they're all super slick, but Seal and Shine, in her opinion, was the slickest of the bunch. So now, we are going to go ahead and do an initial water test because we want to see the water beading and water sheeting, or the hydrophobic properties, before we go ahead and do the chemical tests. So, this will simulate you guys rinsing the car. Well, I think for now it's pretty obvious to see that they all have very tight water beading. The water sheeting also seems to be very good on both of the graphene coatings. It seems to shed the water a bit more, but that being said, Seal and Shine is a great beater and sheeter as well. So let's do it one more time so you guys can have a look. All right, go in closer to have a look quickly of the water beads on each side. So first one is the 303. Second one that you're looking at now is the Seal and Shine. And the last one is the Adams Graphene. So all pretty good. So now for the first test, we're gonna do just a wash with a car shampoo. So I'm using CarPro Reset, which is a very intensive car shampoo, and it'll also serve to remove any residue during the chemical tests. But for round one, let's see if they can resist just a standard wash. We're gonna go ahead and rinse. All right, they're all going strong. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry the surface. You're also gonna see how quick it is with a dryer, a car dryer, or a leaf blower. If your paint is protected, everything is super quick to dry. So for test number 1, we're gonna use CarPro Bug Out. So this is safe on ceramic coatings. So we're gonna spray generously on the surface. We're gonna wipe it in using a microfiber towel, work that in. Each product we're gonna use their own dedicated microfiber towels so we don't have any cross-contamination in between chemical tests. So we're gonna rinse. So we're gonna do a quick wash after each chemical test with CarPro Reset, and this is to make sure that there are no residues left from the chemicals on the paint, which could alter the surface behavior for the hydrophobic properties. So this way we ensure that the panel is fully cleaned. So far, so good. It seems that they all resisted the chemical with no issues. We still get water beading on all the surfaces, and the water is still quick to sheet. So I'm gonna go ahead and dry it. Now for chemical number 2, we're going to be using the last coat, Clear SR. So this is a water spot remover or mineral deposit remover. Okay, we're going to work that in. We're going to rinse off. We're going to wash with the shampoo to neutralize any leftover residue. We're going to rinse again. Okay, so they seem to be sailing through this test as well. So still beading on all three corners. The water is still free to sheet, and so very quick water sheeting. The beads are still round and tight. So let's move on to the next chemical, which in this case is going to be a tar remover, so Geon tar. If you have any tar deposits on your vehicle, again, these are safe for ceramic coated cars. Okay, let's work that in. You can apply tar removers on a wet or dry surface. So I'm testing this on a wet surface. Same goes for eye removers. You can apply those on dry paint or on wet paint. So we're just varying the test a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and rinse off. We're going to clean the surface with the shampoo. So these are not tests that are conducted in a lab by any means, but I think you guys appreciate the fact that we're actually using a daily driver. So an actual vehicle, not a test panel. I always like to do this on real cars that people drive. So we're going to rinse this again. All right, so again, they seem to have sailed through this. Let me know in the comment section, by the way, if you already see an early winner. For now, in my opinion, they're all doing quite well. Very tight water beading. We still get water sheeting. I don't see any signs of them failing just yet. So we're going to blow dry the surface. All right, on to the next chemical. In this case, we're going to use a wheel cleaner. This is the Adams wheel cleaner. This one here has iron removers built in, so the color changing technology. So some pretty powerful cleaning stuff. We are going to work that in to the paint. I can see the paint protectants fighting the products off as I'm applying this, so that's always a good sign. You can see that the protection is working for you. So we're going to go ahead and rinse that off. Okay, I'm going to do the rinse with the shampoo. Always make sure we don't have any leftover residue. So this is the first time I think we can see a slight change in behavior on the Adams graphene coating side. So it switched a little bit more towards sheeting, but we still have water beads on all of them. They still all produce sheeting. So the protection is definitely there for all three. So one more time. So I think you can see on the Adams side just a bit more sheeting compared to water beading, which is actually a good thing too. Water sheeting is always a good thing because water droplets won't stay on the surface as long and you won't get any mineral deposits leading to well, water spots. So let's dry this off. Okay, now we're going to move on to the heavy hitters. In this case, super clean, multi-purpose cleaner and degreaser, diluted 3:1, so 3 parts of water to 1 part of product. And this is some pretty strong stuff. Very good cleaner. Okay. So far, all the products are doing extremely well. So this is a sign that technology has evolved to a point now where car care products really protect your paint. I mean, never would we ever submit our vehicles to such an onslaught of chemicals in the first place. So this gives you an idea of just how much the chemists are working hard on these formulations, and you're actually getting tremendous durability, not only as far as time is concerned, so in the amount of months, but also against chemicals, the weather, and all sorts of stuff. And as you can see, they're still all present, still going well. I'm gonna do the shampoo wash. Make sure we don't have any lingering residue. The Car Pro Reset shampoo, by the way, you know, it's one of my favorite ones. If you watch my 2020 Car Detailing Products Awards video, it's my favorite shampoo. Very good for ceramic coated cars or graphene coated cars as well. Tremendous cleaning capabilities. So again, we can see on the far right, the Adams turned a bit more to water sheeting, definitely now, but still great water beading. The beads are still tight. The Seal and Shine, this is the benchmark. Look at this, still looks unscathed. And well, the 303 is very surprising as well. Extremely tight water beading, still very present. So yeah, all three are still going strong by this point. Typically, many regular sealants and waxes would have been dead after just a few rounds, and these three paint protectants are still going strong. Let me know again in the comment section, is there anyone that you think is a clear winner right now? Let's do a quick test from your vantage point. Man, again, they're all there. Great, tight and round water beading. Even the Adams, I mean, very hard to tell apart, guys. They're all doing extremely well. I'm very pleased by what I see. So let's blow dry this and let's give them the ultimate shocker to finish it off. Okay, so what we're gonna use now, is Schaefer's Citral 266, otherwise known as the sealant killer. Brian from Apex, big shout out because I think the term is coined by you. Not a lot of stuff resists this. This is a multi-purpose citrus-based biodegradable cleaner and degreaser, but this is some strong stuff. Usually this kills off pretty much everything, so shake the bottle well and we'll see how they survive. Right, I can see that. Look at this, guys. They're all fighting the Citral 266 if you look closely. Wow. So let's work this in with a microfiber towel. If they go through this as well, Seal and Shine in the past, we know in my previous torture test for the new formula that it also survived the Schaefer's Citral 266. So let's go ahead and rinse this off. Wow. Okay, let's do the shampoo cleansing. Remove any of that residue. It smells like oranges here right now because of the citral. Let's rinse again. All right, so we're not gonna lie, obviously it's pretty clear they did take a bit of a hit. Here on the Adams side, the water is sheeting a bit slower now, and hopefully you can tell the beads aren't as round. They started to be more irregular in shape. Turtle Wax Seal and Shine still seems to be going strong. The beads are still round, they're still pretty tight, although it did take a slight hit, but I mean, I think it's a testament that it's still going strong. 303, very impressive as well. The beads are not as small and as tight, not as round. Some of them are irregular, but I mean, it seems pretty strong. You guys let me know. I think it seems to be very close between the Ice Seal and Shine and the 303 Graphene Nano Spray Coating as far as chemical resistance goes. But I mean, even the Adams is a very, very close second. If I really was pushed to select based on what I'm seeing here, I mean, maybe Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine by the slightest edge, but I think it's pretty clear 303 did well. The Adams too, I mean, my God. Let's do this test one more time from your vantage point. So one at a time, we're gonna flood each section. So look at the Adams. So you can see that the sheeting of the water is a bit slower compared to the beginning, but the protection is definitely still there. It's still slick to the touch. It's still doing some beading. It's just that the water is a bit slower to sheet off. Now let's flood the middle section. That's the Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine improved formula. So this one, as you can tell, sheds the water very, very quickly. We still get tons of beads. It did take a bit of a hit, and it's to be expected. I mean, we went through a barrage of chemicals, but I mean, it's still there and still strong. And let's flood the 303 side. So very, very similar in performance to the Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine. Sheeting still very quick. The beads are still there, although not as round maybe as Turtle Wax, but we're really, really nitpicking, guys. I don't know, you let me know again in the comment section under the video. Which one would you pick as the winner? I still cannot believe they survived this. Man, what more can we throw at it? You know what? Let's make a surprise for my viewers. Let's dry this off. I'm gonna try something we're not usually supposed to do on paintwork. So what I'm gonna do here, guys, is use an acid-based wheel cleaner. This is Meguiar's Wheel Brightener. It's diluted 4:1, so as per specifications. Don't do this to your paint, only in the case of a professional, please, or if you have a lot of experience. So disclaimer. Oh God, let's see what this is gonna do. Let's pump this up. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't believe we're doing this. Quickly work this in. I mean, already so far, it's pretty obvious that all three are winners. To be honest, I can't even believe we sailed through all of this and they were still on the paint. Let's quickly rinse this off. Look at my reaction. Honestly, guys, do you realize that they're all still there? All three of them. Let me do the shampoo rinse before you get closer. Just make sure we don't have any residue. But, God, this is one of those torture tests for the ages. Man, technology has come forward so much. This was shot in real time, by the way, no editing. So, I always love you guys to see the results. Wow. Oh, man. You guys know I love car detailing. I've been detailing cars for over 23 years. I still get enthusiasm and I love doing these kinds of things for you guys. You requested this video. You wanted to see the 303 graphene. You wanted to see the Adams spray graphene, and you wanted to see Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine as well. So we did that in a head-to-head battle. They're all still there. They're all still going strong. I don't know what more to say. What other products would you like me to throw at these guys? We went from acid-based products to alkaline-based products to wheel cleaners, iron removers, tar removers, multi-purpose cleaners and degreasers. I mean, we threw everything and the kitchen sink. And I mean, look at this, they're all still there. It's really, really hard to pick a winner just from the torture test. I think if we're nitpicking, again, it's first and second place is between Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine and 303 Graphene. I think there's a slight advantage still to Turtle Wax. I mean, SiO2 infused paint sealant, the brand new formula for like $9, that's crazy. So I think the overall winner would be still Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine for the chemical torture test. Second place I would give to 303 Graphene, and very close in third, the Adams Spray Graphene. By all means, these are absolutely incredible. I don't know what more to say. I was not expecting them to go this far in the rounds. We even finished off with an acid-based wheel cleaner. I mean, and they're still there. So imagine the protection you're getting. So let's do a summary, guys. 303 Graphene Spray Coating. At the time of this recording, roughly $20 US, and you're getting about a year of protection claimed. The Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine, the new formula, you're getting 5 to 6 months of claimed protection, and you're looking at $8 to $9 depending on when you're looking at prices. And on the furthest corner here, we have the Adams Graphene Spray Coating. Usually goes for roughly $35 US, could be had right now for just under $30. So is it worth 3 times the price of Seal and Shine? I don't know. You guys decide. There are other factors. That's what I want to talk about also, guys. So chemical torture tests, although they're very fun and entertaining to look at, I still want to caution you because I do them for pure entertainment purposes because you guys want them. Always look at these with a grain of salt because that's only one of the criteria that you guys need to look at before selecting your paint protectant. There are many other factors. So hydrophobic properties, the beading and the sheeting, long-term durability, how long are you looking for? Value, How costly is the product to purchase? The ease of application, is it simple? You're getting stuff like chemical resistance, that's one of the tests. The gloss levels as well, I think they pretty much all are top tier as far as gloss enhancement. And basically the slickness as well, there's minor differences between them. But again, for the slickness, I think my girlfriend Isabel picked Turtle Wax Ice Seal and Shine as the first, but I mean, they're all pretty much on par. These are all top tier protectants, guys. You cannot go wrong, again, regardless of which one you pick. But I'm very curious if you've had experience with any one of these three. Let me know which one in the comment section. Drop your comments. I always read them and love to reply to my audience. And also, if you had to pick a winner of these three, which one would it be? And for my next chemical torture test, well, which ones do you want me to put one against each other? Let me know, drop a comment. By the way, guys, all the products and the equipment that I use, I'll make sure to include the links in the description under the video for you guys to check them out. Also, I want to remind you, if you love these kinds of videos and you want to continue to learn more about car detailing, so all the products, equipment, tips, tricks, and techniques, make sure you hit the subscribe button that's found under this video, and that way you'll subscribe to my channel and never miss my future videos. So guys, again, if you enjoy this, one way you can show me your support is not only drop a comment, but also smash that thumbs up button. Giving a like always helps me and, well, lets me know that I'm doing a good job with the videos and keeping you guys entertained and educated on everything car detailing related. So as I always say, well, we kept it tight and we kept it clean, like my shirts, by the way. If you wanna encourage me, you can also check out my merch store. Lots of t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve shirts, different logos, different colors, stuff for women as well. I got a bunch of cool stuff, so I'll leave that link in the description under the video. So guys, don't forget to keep it tight, keep it clean, and I'll see you on the next one.